Right, I'm back for another video, and I need to sort out. There we go. Okay, looks better. Back for another video, and I just want to say I'm reading this book, Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, and it is extremely good. It is opening up my mind. I made it a black book because it just looks so much cleaner. However, it's just a good turning point of value, of my values, and obviously I'm gonna document this because yeah, it's a good turning point where I don't know whether this is a monumental place of growth. I mean, I know it is, but I don't know whether this is a turning point to something amazing, and I want to document it. Anyway, it's the realization that I'm just completely entitled and I know absolutely nothing. I know absolutely nothing, and I'm just an entitled prick. And realistically, I already have the mentality of enjoying pain. However, I don't have the mentality of completely reconstructing my values and metrics, and I need to completely reconstruct my values and metrics. I need to reconstruct everything that I feel about myself, have how I think I am just a special human being, for I feel that I'm just going to be ultimately successful just because I say that I am. And that sure, manifestations can be real or can be fake, but realistically we know absolutely nothing. And in my opinion means absolutely nothing because nobody knows what they are. No one knows about their own mind. Realistically, nobody knows absolutely anything. The thing that the book is teaching me is the fact that nobody is actually right. Everybody is wrong. Everybody is just on a spectrum of who is really wrong and then who is less wrong. And I guess I can say inside of my own head, I think I'm less wrong, but that is still wrong in itself. I don't know myself. I don't know anything about myself. I'm so young, I'm 18, and I think I know myself. And I think that I can go and give people advice about their life. I see myself looking at everybody around on the street, looking at all these people walking around drinking, out of shape, who look just disgusting. And I have the audacity to judge them, obviously, because I view myself as higher and entitled. And I put myself through all this pain and discomfort and suffering to grow and develop, yet they stay stagnant because they're scared of it. So obviously I view myself as better. And although I may be better mentally, physically, and spiritually, that doesn't actually mean I'm right in absolutely anything I say. It's just childish arrogance. And even if it's not childish arrogance, because when I turn into an adult, technically I am an adult already, but mentally when I'm like 35 or something, it wouldn't technically be childish arrogance then, because I would be an adult, right? So it's just arrogance and ignorance to think I'm completely better than somebody else, and an aspect of narcissism. Can't give anybody advice because we're all on the equal playing field. If you know a person called Theremin Trees, he's a YouTuber. I've been indulging into his content also about the different psychology of different psychology, about the different psychological patterns that we all adopt from young, about the different egos we have, how we have a parent ego, an adult ego, then a child ego, and it varies in all different kinds of situations we have in life. The best ego to be in is obviously the adult ego. I know this all seems absolutely meaningless, but I don't care. I don't give a fuck. But being in the adult ego is your neutral ego. It allows you to think level-headedly. It allows you to accept your emotions, however, not act because of the emotions. Act in the way you actually want to act. When you're in the parent ego, or when you're in the child ego, you're always in a concoction of different logic fails and emotional states because of how you've been treated or how you want to treat other people. So, being an adult ego just means understanding you aren't special, neither is anybody else. You're generally nothing. I'm generally nothing. That's not a depressing thing. No, that sounds fucking horrible to believe that I'm not going to be successful because I'm designed or destined or fucking meant to because of fucking chippers on my shoulder and I'm different and I'm special. I'm not special at all. There's nothing special about me. Born the same way anyone else is born, and I bleed the same way, and it's so easy for me to become wrapped up in all this entitlement for absolutely no reason. It's delusion. That's all it is. Delusion. Believing that I am going to be successful because I hear a voice or I feel an energy or I see myself reaching that success. That's no better than the homeless man envisioning being in a mansion, yet he still drinks himself to sleep. I'm no better than that homeless man. What's so better about that homeless man compared to me? And what, obviously, vice versa. There's nothing special about you. You're just a delusional person who's completely entitled and has an essence of narcissistic traits of believing that you're better when you're not. So that's a very humbling experience, and I've got this from this book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. It's opening my mind because realistically, it's right. And I'm wrong. I've always told myself, and I've always had the value, even before reading the book, I wanted to become, not I wanted to become, but I already was. Maybe that's an entitlement in itself, but I can sit here and say, compared to the people around me, even though the people around me may not have the knowledge, it's regardless. I've always been aware of my emotions, and that's because I relentlessly meditated. I've always been aware to disconnect my emotions from my logical being. I've been able to understand my thoughts. I don't have to connect them thoughts to me. If I get the thought to kill my whole family, it's not because I'm a sociopath. I don't know, I've just learned to disconnect my thoughts to me and understand that you aren't everything that comes into your brain. Like, for example, if I see a hot woman down the street and I think of ripping her clothes off and just, fucking her, that doesn't mean I'm a rapist. Just means my brain is all fucked up, and everyone's brain is fucked up, and that's okay. Just accepting the fact that we're not perfect, how everybody has different tendencies to think certain things, and realistically, it doesn't fucking matter. And the fact that we tell ourselves that it does matter is giving a fuck about the wrong things. Trying to tell ourselves that we should and we need to act a certain way when realistically we don't. Realistically, it just doesn't fucking matter. And it's okay to be fucked up. But I don't think a lot of people believe that it's okay to be fucked up. Because a lot of people believe that they have to stand up to these social expectations, or even the social expectations inside their own brain. Inside their own brain, they have a concoction of different personalities, and these personalities make them feel and think that they need to walk down a path that is fit for them, when realistically that path that's fit for them isn't even what they want. For example, the value or the pathway, whatever you want to call it, of wanting everybody to like you. It's a fucking asinine value, a horrible value, leaving you at a complete disadvantage. You're relying on the value that other people will like you to make you happy, to make you feel complete. That's stupid. Fucking stupid. A better value would be replacing I want everybody to like me to I'll be respectful, as charming, as honest, and as authentically me as I possibly can in any and every social situation. That value is so much more better. Lead you to way more happiness because you can control it, because it's inside yourself, and you can implement it immediately. You can implement honesty in every and any conversation. You can implement absolutely everything I just said right now. Instead of placing value in the other person's hands and making yourself miserable, you place a value in your own hands, making yourself prosper, grow and develop. But shit, man, not a lot of people consider and say they know absolutely nothing and that they're fucked up, and it's okay. Yeah, I'm fucked up. Mentally, I am. I go through different stages of depression. I go through different stages of isolating myself. I go through different stages of sadness, happiness. I see myself prospering so high. My ambition is so high. And I have this stupid, entitled mentality to believe that I'm going to become like a millionaire and a billionaire and a trillionaire and a fucking gazillionaire just because I feel, I don't know, a spirit connected to me or a chip on my shoulder. But realistically, I know nothing. I'm just entitled. With like a god complex as even. And that god complex and that entitlement is gonna stop me from actually growing, because now that I've admitted that I know nothing and I don't have a chip on my shoulder and that I'm just like everybody else, it allows me to learn and grow. Because the person that believes that they're going to be successful and that they hear a voice or that they feel a feeling or that they have a spirit or this or that, the person that feels like that won't be successful, or at least they won't prosper as much as the person that admits they know nothing. Because the only reason why they become successful, the only reason why the person becomes successful is because the person admits to themselves they know absolutely nothing. If a person believes that they're really good at piano and they're terrible, but they believe that they're extremely good, and they believe that they're, I don't know, the best in the world, they just haven't been noticed yet, but they're actually terrible, they're not going to believe that they need to grow and develop. They're not going to believe that they need to put extra hours in. But if the pianist that is shit admits that he's shit, he understands, oh shit man, I'm bad at piano, I need to practice more, I need to do more. I know that sounds like a really simple terminology, but a lot of people are just delusional, including myself, and that's okay. It's just being aware of that delusion and then try to assign it new values and metrics to become a better person. And this video was short compared to all the other videos where I just waffle. And you know what? It is so much better listening to music, because right now I'm listening to music. Let me put it on. You guys can hear it. It's lights on the instrumental, and I feel like I'm floating when I'm talking to this music. I know this is what I'm gonna do now. From now, I'm just gonna listen to this kind of music. That is really quiet because it was kind of overbearing. Like when I'm listening to this and I'm just talking, I'm in like sort of a natural flow. I think it's because my brain focuses on the music as well as me talking. I feel like when I'm just sitting here in silence, just talking and just hearing my voice, I can't fully concentrate on what I'm saying. Like it's like my brain needs two things to focus on. It's like when I'm working, sitting here working, like Photoshop and stuff, I need to be listening to music because it sounds stupid, it's my monkey brain, but that's okay. Like my brain needs to be stimulated because of relentless stimulation from playing games, watching porn, like all of these stupid things that have ruined my dopamine. Now that I've retracted that, playing games, watching porn, all of this, and I'm now reading, I'm now working on things I need to be working on, going to the gym, I feel like when I'm doing this singular task, I find it hard to focus on just that singular task, so I feel like I need to listen to something to stimulate my brain, so it allows me to focus on this thing. It's weird. It's a really weird psychological thing, but it's really interesting. So now that I'm talking and I'm hearing the music, my brain latches onto the music and it's like I'm in a flow where I'm talking with the music. It's crazy. I don't know, I just wanted to say that's really interesting. And I don't know if anybody else experiences that, where they have to listen to music, like in the gym, like people listen to music and it helps them work out harder. It's the same thing with this. Me listening to music right now allows me to speak more fluently, more articulately, if that's a word. Articulately. Bro, I've ordered some dictionaries and a bunch of books, bro, so I can upgrade my language. Because I don't like the fact that I'm saying bro and I swear and stuff. I don't like that. I want to open my vocabulary to be more illiterate. Because the last thing I want is to be in the bracket of idiocy, but I am in the bracket of idiocy. I am in the bracket of idiocy. That is why I understand I need to grow and develop. Because if I sat there and I said I'm an extremely elegant speaker and I'm incredibly, punctual when I understand my grammar and everything like that, if I sat there and I told myself and I told you guys that and I truly believed it, I wouldn't buy a dictionary because I would already know that I'm amazing. But the fact that I know that I can't speak properly and that I can't formulate a proper sentence without saying like, or or but, that shows me that I need to upgrade and level up and learn. This is another thing, right? A lot of people assign themselves titles, and obviously, like, a lot of people have a lack of identity, and so do I. I'm in that bracket as well. I'm not trying to say that I'm not, but I have a lack of identity, and I'm slowly trying to figure myself out. But most likely, I'll die never figuring myself out fully, and that's okay. But everybody has overcomplicated titles, and I did at some point. But we just need to simplifies it. Simplifies it? That's what I'm saying. Dictionaries needed. Simplify it. Simplifies. Oh, fuck is that? Come on now. That's fucking stupid. That is what it is. Simplify it down. The more complex titles we give ourselves, like I'm an extremely good person and everybody will like me, and it's like, I know they're not really titles, they're values, but it's like everybody in their head like thinks they're a certain way, and when they come out of their bracket of what they think that they are, it's like they don't allow themselves to really prosper at all. It's like they're scared of the voice in their head saying, like, you're not like this because it's painful for me to say that I'm wrong. Because the fact that I'm saying that I'm wrong in life and I'm wrong in everything about me makes me feel like I've missed something, makes me feel like a failure, and that's painful. But then what is failure? You need to reconstruct what the value of failure and success is, of what happiness is. I've changed my title to King slash Lord. Their pronouns, I'm joking. No, that's not my pronouns, obviously. That would make this whole video fucking stupid. um, my title is now just a student. That's it. Just a student. A student that is accumulating knowledge, who only desires knowledge and to learn. They are now my values, and I'm reconstructing these values, and they're probably going to change in the future by adding more or changing a couple words around or whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm going to keep the same principle. My values aren't to get money. My values aren't to chase happiness and self-indulge in stupid pleasures for no reason. My value, I'll be honest, recently I've been placing, oh not recently, for a long period of fucking time, I've placed so much value on the essence of money. And it's like, if I get that value of money, I'll be happy. I'll be able to explore, I'll be able to, help my family, buy stuff, get stuff, experience stuff. But realistically, I'm not even chasing money, I'm chasing freedom. And I can have freedom at any point. Because freedom is, like, mentally free, right? Sure, you could say you can't achieve freedom at any time because you can't go to the country you want, you can't meet the people you want, you don't get the opportunities you want. And I guess that's not freedom. But at the same time, you can have all them opportunities and still not be free. You can still be a billionaire, trillion, gazillionaire and still not be free. Interesting. I got a really wet pipe. Look at that. Look at that wet pipe. Bro, that's... Oh yeah, basically, moving house and staying in a flat until our house is renovated enough for us to move into, because we're going to move into a house that doesn't have like carpet and stuff. So we just make sure we're getting all of that sorted out, and then we're going to move into the house. But at the moment we're just staying here to wait for the house to be done. So that's why I'm in a fucking closet. That's why there's a wet pipe right next to me, which I had to show you guys, obviously. But yeah, that's basically the end of this video. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. This is the book that I'm currently reading. Read it yesterday, and I'm already 50 pages away from finishing it, so that's alright. Book's only 201 pages. This is a really short book. I read like 100 pages on the first day, and I think that's amazing, because I'm normally used to reading 25 to 50 pages. I guarantee somebody watching this video, whether that's now or in the future, is probably thinking like, bro, I read like 300 pages a day, what the fuck are you talking about? He like reads it, like scan reads it, like each page just like just because you read so fast. But this is the next book I'll be reading. This one, got this by Luke Belmar. Love the smell of new books. And yeah, that's gonna be. Whoa, am I still recording? The fuck? I knocked on my Ethernet. Reconnect it. Yeah, that's the end of this video, bro. I'm just waffling now. Hopefully you guys gained something from this video, and if you didn't, fair enough. But if you did, fair enough. Don't give a fuck either way, and hopefully you have a good day, because that I can give a fuck about.